Have you ever just known something without any logical explanation? Maybe you sensed a shift in the atmosphere the moment you stepped into a room. Maybe an idea appeared in your mind fully formed long before you could explain how you got there. Or maybe you felt an unshakable instinct about a decision, a person, or a situation, without any rational proof to back it up. Where does this kind of knowing come from? Some dismiss it as a hunch, others call it coincidence, but Carl Jung believed intuition was something far greater, a fundamental mental function that allows us to perceive reality beyond what our senses can detect. He saw intuition as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, an ability to recognize patterns, anticipate possibilities, and tap into a well of wisdom hidden beneath the surface of awareness. But here's what makes Jung's view unique. He didn't believe all intuition worked the same way. Instead, he identified 4 distinct types of intuition, each influencing how we think, feel, and make decisions. By understanding these types, we can sharpen our intuitive abilities, improve our judgment, and navigate life with greater clarity. In this journey, we'll explore Jung's 4 types of intuition, how they shape our perception, and how to develop each of them. You'll also learn how to recognize whether you are naturally an intuitive type and how harnessing this power can change the way you experience the world. Let's begin. The 4 types of intuition. 1. Sensing intuition, the wisdom of the body. Some people don't just observe their environment, they feel it. This is sensing intuition, an instinctive awareness that allows you to pick up on subtle cues, hidden energies, and unspoken tensions in the world around you. It's a physical intelligence, one that operates through sensation rather than thought. Imagine walking into a room and instantly knowing that something is off. Maybe the air feels heavy, or there's an unspoken tension in the people around you. No one has said anything, but your body senses the shift before your mind can explain it. This form of intuition is common in artists, performers, athletes, and professionals who need to read a room instantly. Take actors, for example. The best performers don't just memorize scripts, they tune into the energy of a scene, sensing the emotions of their fellow actors and reacting in a way that feels raw and real. Or consider athletes. They don't always think through every move. They feel the flow of the game. A skilled fighter can anticipate an opponent's attack before it happens, simply by picking up on micro-movements that others would miss. Sensing intuition is deeply connected to presence. The more attuned you are to your physical surroundings, the stronger this form of intuition becomes. If you want to develop it, practice mindfulness, heighten your awareness of details in your environment, and learn to trust your body's responses. 2. Thinking intuition, the leap of insight. Some breakthroughs don't come from slow, logical reasoning, they arrive all at once, as if from nowhere. This is thinking intuition, the ability to make rapid, subconscious connections between pieces of information, arriving at insights that seem impossible to others. Have you ever had an aha moment, where the answer to a problem appeared in your mind before you could explain how you got there? That's thinking intuition at work. This type of intuition is common in scientists, strategists, inventors, and problem solvers. Take Albert Einstein, for example. He didn't arrive at his theories by methodically piecing them together. He often described his insights as intuitive leaps, flashes of understanding that came to him before he could put them into words. He once said, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant." Think of Sherlock Holmes, the fictional detective who connects dots that others miss, jumping to conclusions that seem irrational until they turn out to be correct. In the modern world, software developers, chess players, and entrepreneurs rely on thinking intuition to solve complex problems. A great chess player doesn't always calculate every possible move, they sense the best move before analyzing why it works. To strengthen thinking intuition, expose yourself to complex ideas, explore different perspectives, and train yourself to recognize patterns before they become obvious. 3. Feeling intuition, the emotional compass. Some people navigate life not through facts, but through feelings. This is feeling intuition, the ability to sense emotions, motivations, and hidden truths beneath the surface. It's the kind of intuition that allows someone to instantly recognize authenticity or deception without needing logical proof. Have you ever met someone and immediately felt that they were trustworthy, or on the other hand, sensed something wasn't quite right? Have you ever been drawn toward one path in life, not because it made logical sense, but because it felt right? That's feeling intuition. This type of intuition is powerful in counselors, therapists, leaders, and deeply empathetic individuals. Think about a skilled therapist. They don't just listen to words, they feel what's not being said. The shifts in tone, body language, and subtle emotional cues give them insight into what a person is truly experiencing. Carl Jung himself relied on feeling intuition in his work. He didn't just analyze his patients, he tuned in to their deeper emotions, understanding their struggles beyond the limits of spoken words. If you have strong feeling intuition, you might find yourself picking up on others' emotions without trying, almost as if you absorb their energy. While this can be a gift, it's important to develop emotional boundaries so that you don't carry the weight of others' feelings. To develop this ability, practice active listening, deep reflection, and trust your gut responses to people and situations. 4. Judging intuition. Seeing the big picture. Some people don't just see what is, they see what could be. This is judging intuition, the ability to anticipate future trends, recognize deeper patterns, and see beyond the immediate moment. It's the kind of intuition that allows visionaries, entrepreneurs, and strategists to make bold decisions before others even realize what's happening. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He didn't just follow market trends. He saw where technology was going before the world caught up. He knew what people would want before they even knew it themselves. Judging intuition is like an inner compass, guiding people toward the bigger picture. It's what allows leaders, innovators, and creative thinkers to plan ahead, anticipate changes, and navigate uncertainty with confidence. Jung himself believed that visionary intuition was deeply connected to mythology, symbolism, and the unconscious mind. Throughout history, some of the greatest thinkers, artists, and spiritual figures have been guided by this form of knowing, seeing possibilities that others couldn't yet imagine. To strengthen this form of intuition, practice big-picture thinking, explore creative ideas, and allow yourself to dream beyond the present moment. Jung identified 4 types of intuition: sensing, thinking, feeling, and judging, each offering a unique lens through which we perceive reality. But intuition is not a rare gift possessed by a chosen few. It is a skill, a forgotten language that can be relearned. By engaging with it intentionally, we unlock deeper awareness, allowing us to move through life with a heightened sense of clarity and understanding. 1. Active imagination. One of the most profound ways to access intuition is through active imagination, a technique Jung himself practiced. Imagine entering a vast landscape within your mind, where thoughts transform into symbols and emotions take form. You're not just imagining, you're conversing with the unconscious. Set aside time in a quiet place, close your eyes, and allow a scene to unfold naturally. Perhaps you see yourself walking through a dense forest, uncertain of what lies ahead. Instead of controlling the narrative, observe what appears: a figure in the distance, a hidden path. These images carry meaning beyond logic, revealing insights from the depths of the psyche. Active imagination allows intuition to rise to the surface, guiding us through questions that reason alone cannot answer. It is an intimate dialogue with the unseen parts of ourselves, a doorway into knowledge that exists just beyond our reach. 2. Dream interpretation. Another key to unlocking intuition lies in the realm of dreams. Dream interpretation is not about decoding random images. It's about understanding the language of the unconscious. While the waking mind is bound by structure and reason, the dreaming mind is free, weaving symbols and metaphors that speak directly to our inner truth. To begin, keep a dream journal. The moment you wake up, capture whatever you remember, even if it seems fragmented or nonsensical. Over time, patterns emerge: a recurring staircase, a faceless stranger, a distant storm. These symbols are not random, they are signposts, pointing towards something buried beneath the surface. Jung believed that dreams reveal what our conscious mind ignores. They provide answers we may not yet be ready to see until we start looking. The more we engage with our dreams, the sharper our intuition becomes, allowing us to interpret the unspoken messages hidden in daily life. 3. Journaling. Intuition also flows through the written word. Journaling is a practice that bypasses the filters of logic, allowing subconscious wisdom to emerge unrestrained. Unlike structured writing, intuitive journaling is raw and unfiltered. Begin with a question, one that lingers in your mind unresolved. Instead of searching for an answer, let your hand move freely, writing whatever comes without pause or correction. The key is to silence the inner critic and let intuition take the lead. At first, the words may seem scattered, but within the chaos, something profound emerges. Unexpected insights, patterns you hadn't noticed, truths you've been avoiding. Writing in this way allows intuition to flow through the cracks of conscious thought, revealing clarity where before there was only confusion. Or at meditation. In the stillness of the mind, intuition becomes even louder. Meditation is one of the most powerful ways to tune into this inner voice. In a world filled with distractions, the subtle signals of intuition are often drowned out by noise. Meditation offers a space where these signals can finally be heard. Close your eyes, focus on your breath, and let go of the need for immediate answers. Instead of forcing thoughts away, observe them as they pass. With time, something shifts. Fleeting impressions become clearer. A sudden thought, an unexplained feeling, an inner knowing that was always there, waiting to be noticed. Meditation doesn't create intuition, it reveals what was already present beneath the surface. It is in this quiet space that the most profound insights arise, unclouded by doubt or external influence. Developing intuition takes patience and practice, but the rewards are invaluable. Intuition is not just a vague feeling, it's a powerful inner compass guiding us through life's complexities with a wisdom that goes beyond logic. The more we nurture it, the more we experience its benefits in creativity, problem-solving, and decision-making. Cultivating intuition can transform the way we think and live, bringing us closer to our authentic selves. Let's take a deeper look at how sharpening our intuition can positively impact different areas of life. 1. Increase creativity. When we strengthen our intuition, we unlock a level of creativity that goes beyond structured thinking. True innovation often comes from an instinctive understanding, a vision that arises without explanation. Many of the world's greatest artists and inventors, like Salvador Dali and Leonardo da Vinci, credited their genius to a deep connection with their intuition. Dali, for example, used dreamlike imagery to tap into subconscious inspiration, while da Vinci's ability to intuitively link art and science led to groundbreaking discoveries. This kind of creativity isn't forced, it flows naturally. It's the difference between creating something intelligent and creating something truly inspired. When we allow intuition to guide us, ideas come alive in ways that logic alone could never achieve. 2. Improved problem solving. Intuition has the power to bypass the slow, step-by-step process of logical problem solving, leading us directly to the core of an issue. Often, the best solutions arise not through methodical analysis, but through sudden insight. Imagine working on a complex project, struggling to find an answer when, suddenly, without knowing why, you feel drawn to a specific solution. This intuitive leap can save valuable time and energy. Consider how detectives work. While evidence and logic are essential, many cases are solved because of a gut instinct, a sense that something doesn't add up. The same applies to everyday life. When we develop our intuition, we become better at spotting patterns, making connections, and finding solutions faster than if we relied on logic alone. 3. Enhanced decision-making. One of the greatest advantages of a strong intuition is the ability to make better decisions, especially when logic alone doesn't provide a clear answer. In many situations, there is no obvious right or wrong choice, only a feeling of what aligns best with us. Developing intuition allows us to consider both tangible facts and intangible elements, like how a decision affects our emotions, well-being, and long-term fulfillment. Imagine choosing between two career paths. One offers financial stability, the other excites you on a deeper level. Logic might push you toward the practical choice, but your intuition may guide you toward the path that truly fulfills you. Many of the world's most successful individuals rely on this inner wisdom. By trusting it, we make choices that not only make sense on paper, but also feel right at a soul level. 4. Greater self-awareness. Tuning into our intuition helps us understand ourselves on a deeper level. The more we listen to our inner voice, the more we recognize patterns in our emotions, behaviors, and desires. This heightened self-awareness allows us to make decisions that align with who we truly are, rather than who we think we're supposed to be. In a fast-moving world that constantly tells us what to do, intuition acts as an anchor, reminding us of our authentic path. When we take time to reflect and trust our inner knowing, we gain clarity about what we truly want and need. Over time, this awareness shapes the way we live, leading to a life that feels more aligned, purposeful, and fulfilling. Sometimes, our intuition speaks to us in quiet ways, like a small voice inside or a feeling we can't explain. You might find yourself drawn to creative activities such as painting or writing, even if you've always considered yourself a logical person. These small urges aren't random. They are clues about what truly makes you happy. When you start paying attention to them, you begin to understand yourself better. Intuition helps guide you toward a life that feels right for you, one that brings real joy and meaning. Signs you might be naturally intuitive. Many people wonder if they are naturally intuitive. Intuitive people often feel a strong connection to their inner thoughts and emotions. They notice things that others might miss and can sense what's happening before it becomes obvious. If you've ever felt like you have a strong inner knowing, here are some signs that you may already be using your intuition without realizing it. 1. You pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. Intuitive people are often very aware of their emotions. They take time to reflect on their feelings and try to understand why they react a certain way. If you often catch yourself thinking deeply about your emotions or questioning what's happening around you, it's a sign that your intuition is active. Imagine being at a party where everything seems fine on the surface, but you suddenly feel uneasy for no reason. Later you find out there was tension in the room before you arrived. This ability to sense emotions before they are spoken is a strong sign of intuition. 2. You trust your gut instincts. Another sign of intuition is noticing patterns and making connections before others do. Have you ever had a strong feeling that you should avoid a situation or a person, and later you realized it was the right decision? Or maybe you suddenly thought of a friend and decided to check in on them, only to find out they really needed support. These moments aren't just coincidences. They show that your intuition is guiding you. Intuitive people often pick up on small details and trust their gut instincts, even when they don't have all the facts. Psychologist Carl Jung believed that intuition is a natural part of how we think and make decisions. He described 4 different types of intuition: sensing, thinking, feeling, and judging, each offering a different way of understanding the world. The good news is that intuition isn't just something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. By practicing techniques like active imagination, dream interpretation, journaling, and meditation, you can strengthen your intuition and use it more effectively in everyday life. As you build your intuition, you'll start to see its benefits: more creativity, faster problem solving, better decision making, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Whether you already feel naturally intuitive or are just beginning to explore it, remember this: intuition is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Over time, you'll find it easier to trust your instincts, make choices that feel right, and live a life that is truly in tune with who you are. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time. Trust yourself, because your intuition already knows the way. If you've made it this far, drop a 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.